Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back yet again and again and again, because this is another stream. We've been going at it all day long so far, and we're not stopping. At least not quite yet, because right now we have Jokr, VRespawn Jokr versus Flare, our first North American matchup on this pleasant Sunday afternoon / evening. And yes, I am Palidore, joining you for casting. So much for subtleties, doing the cameras. Still, we had Wit on earlier, and so thank you to him, and thank you to Sir Dimwee. He had to check out, and he did a fantastic job with me, so that was great having him. We also had Tutorial Bot earlier on a couple of those European games. Great to have him. So again, cohesive effort from the crew all around. Much appreciated, and much appreciated to these two teams, Jokr and Flare, for hanging in there for this stream. They had the option to go ahead and start their game about 20 minutes ago if they would have liked, but they were cool with waiting for the stream. So hey, much appreciated. I'm happy to do it for them if they're willing to wait, which they were. That's great. So just about ready to start here. All the players are more than ready. I think a lot of them were also watching that game we just witnessed between Vision and Alpha Ducks. That was really entertaining. Had an overtime in there, second round, and went to the third game to decide the winner. So that was great. And looks like team's just about ready. Uh-oh. I'm assuming the player comms are muted for the stream, but I will assure you right now, Team Jokr is doing their pre-game karaoke. We're just gonna listen to this first. Whether you like it or not, stream, we're gonna listen to it. Well, it's been a while since the last season where Jokr would do this before every game. They haven't had a lot of practice on their singing since June. Oh no. Okay. Maybe now we should mute before we get sued by Mariah Carey. But anyway, as much as I'm sure the stream would love to hear them sing All I Want for Christmas Is You, a bit early for that, but hey. I mean, I'd be all up for leaving it if I knew this wasn't going up on YouTube later. So hey, gotta protect ourselves before we wreck ourselves. And right now, Jokr just wrecking the comms with their singing. So I'm just gonna give you the play-by-play on their karaoke. Right now, yeah, some clutch vocals coming in from Kung. And slipping there, kind of a miscue from Roktor, it would seem, the new player on Jokr. But recollected by him. Now he's right back online with that nice tone to this voice. Not bad. Okay, now we're getting ready to start. How about that? Okay, pre-game karaoke ready. And we are ready to go here. It's going to be Jokr on orange, Kung, Jaywalker, Ryan, Rhino, 8, and Roktor. And Flare for the blue side. It's Voodoo, Grumpiest Broom, Shepherd, and Chrome, Platypus. Here we go, ladies and gents. First North American match of the day. And it's starting off quickly with a disc and a bit of a disarray. But we'll see what happens today as Ryan Rhino gets the okay for this pass about to happen. Make me look good. There it is. Now off to Roktor in that back line. Voodoo offering some light pressure, just trying to play those mid-range passes before that pass goes off to Ryan Rhino. Nice patience, but a little bit too high on the pass. Kung couldn't quite grab that one, so now a boost gonna come through. Voodoo and Flare looking to get it all up in there. And very dangerous series of plays off the overshoot. But Kung is going to come on through with it. So now off to the corner area, that top wedge. Retaken by Roktor, who resets it to Kung. But floating on down to that bottom line, Shepherd now trying to pass it off, hand it off, but good defense. The brawls coming from Jaywalker and Roktor, getting the shot attempt perhaps. That is a gorgeous one off the top ramp. I don't even know how he got that in with such confidence, but you know what? It happens every day for Jokr, to the point where I can't even be surprised anymore. What a shot, but Jaywalker, stop that. Stop that. Just kidding, don't, because those shots, you just wonder how. And you shake your head. I mean, I can barely figure out a basic backboard bounce shot, let alone shots like that one. Anyway, Roktor is going to come in. He's going to take advantage of this open goal, and that's a quick start for Jokr. 3 more on the board for that 6-0 start.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
So quickly there. First 2 minutes, we got
7,
6 points up in there. Flair's going to find themselves at the joust advantage, and they're going to roll on in and try to come back a little bit here. Still very early, dodging that initial bother by Ryan, trying to defend that rollout, and actually will result in the turnover. So cross goes nicely over and in. Ryan Rhino, aided by Roktor, across the arena from that side to the barrier. Very nice pass. And Jokr starting to pull ahead a little bit. Flair is going to be rolling out again here. Maybe needs to find a quicker rollout, because those jousts from Jokr are just, they can be devastating. As you can see, they're fast on that approach, and they need to get rid of the disc quickly. Now they will, so Chrome Platypus is going to take that. He has an open goal, cannot quite get it. It was a tough angle. He had 0 momentum, and that was save. Kung denying them any momentum as well based on his defense. Rejecting that one, clearing that one, and now maybe a shot opportunity. They're going to actually take their time. They're going to train, and choo-choo, it goes into the goal for 2-2. Not tutorial bot, but 2 points for the 10-0 on the board for Flair so far, but Jokr doing it in the only way the Jokr can, I suppose. With a little bit of steez. Jeez. Not every day you see the train pulled out, but if you're going to see it from anyone, it's going to be from Jokr often. Now Ryan Rhino getting that one, not finishing the shot, but still rebounded by Roktor, and Roktor's going to go to the J, down the center, and into the goal. 12-point lead for Jokr right off this first round start. Only 4 minutes past. And lands in. Thanks for the bits. Hello to you and everyone else in chat as well. Pyro Main, Viatrex is up in there. I apologize for the choo-choo. It was the first thing that came to mind. But Shepard's going to take that and look for a pass down the floor. Answer Dash's question. Dimwit had to dip, and this shot almost dipping into the goal. Now that being said, it's going to be cleared on out. Dash probably about to hop right in on the co-cast, I imagine. If he can get an invite, that is. And now it's going to go to Chrome Platypus, who's backing it out. Finds that back wall where Jokr awaits, enjoying themselves a nice advantage halfway through this first round. So recollected and sent right down mid, and it's going to be a battle for the stacks. There's several fast players coming in hot, and it's going to be Roktor coming out with that. Maybe a pass, one more. No, it's going to be over the head and soaring. So instead, Voodoo takes it for Flair, and now Flair might have a chance at this. No angle on the shot quite yet. Boosting back and not making it. Getting his own rebound, perhaps with a stack not far behind. They're going to force that turnover back to Jaywalker's hands, but Voodoo right back. Now he might have a chance at this one. Off the back, into the bottom, back outside the goal. Cannot find themselves a score quite yet, but they had some nice attempts there. And now just some more boosting coming out from Flair, or at least attempting to. But Jokr is just so quick on that approach. Look at that. So Grumpiest Broom comes away with a disc now. He's going to be finding that cross over to the Pac-Man area. Soft one over to Voodoo. Voodoo getting stunned, nicely read by Jaywalker. And then back to Kung. So Kung looking for the deep one. It's going to bounce up and into the hands of Grumpiest Broom. Grumpiest trying to find his teammates down low, and he will. Shepard gets that clear. Now there is a Jokr player lurking in the back, so as a result, Ryan for Jokr will take it back. And look for Roktor. Roktor backing it out. Good patient offense there. But that pass a little too strong, unfortunately. So good stack from Flair there on the defensive pressure. But also a little bit of trouble handling the disc. Both teams now. So it's going to just go back and forth a little bit. No momentum. Roktor catches that disc. He's going to find his anchor first before finding a play. Now it's going to go to Jay. And Jay eyeing Kung. Kung covered nicely by that Flair defense. So needing to go back in for maybe a dunk attempt. But a good defense again. Voodoo still gets stunned out and it's recollected once more by Rocktor. Rocktor's gonna go juke around into the goal. And there you have it. That was some great defense from Flair, denying them many opportunities, many passing lanes, but Jokr just one too many attempts and finally were able to get the shot through after a lot of work. And Dash, if you're listening, you can hop in on Atlas. It's hosted if you want to co-cast. Don't know if you are still there, but maybe that shot, ooh, in the air, almost up in there. Dinging twice, in fact. Now trying to rebound that is Voodoo. But Ryan still comes through with it. Also, okay, so doesn't even pass it, just goes for the punch instead, goes for a clear fake and then a pass fake, and then it's going to be into the hands of Jay. Make no mistake, that was some steezy work by Ryan there. Quick on the recovery, has a pass, will not go for it, doesn't need it. Ryan Rhino, kind of like a Rhino, he just sees red when he looks at that goal and he's close enough. It's all he wants in life is to make it. He will take it, gladly so, and he's effective with it. And now that ding in my ear must certainly mean that Dash is in the commentator's booth now.
That is correct. I am here. I thought Dimly was gonna be with you, so I just kind of watched the stream instead.
You in the match itself now? Yeah.
Yes, I am. So.
All right. Well, hey, deep shot, quickly taken actually. Yeah, mail slot and. All right, well, getting Dash right into this casting booth. Welcome on it. Glad to have you, as this game is obviously heavily in Jokr's advantage. They have about 1:48 left, and maybe approaching that mercy number if they play their cards right here. But off the rebound, they'll still have another shot, if nothing else.
Yeah, they've just been looking so strong. Like, the separation's there. The lanes are just covered. And these boosts, hopefully now a chance for Flair to come back. But no, that boost is there again. And Rocktor must have leached onto somebody, because he just got there so fast. This fight starting later.
And so
now Voodoo's going to try to move it up. And there might be an opportunity to set up some offense. But again, like, Jokr's just setting up on defense.
But you see here, though, that this pass does get through, but there's just tough spacing now. That pass is actually very nice from Voodoo to get their first 2 points. So on that one,
route right there.
Yeah, that first long pass, though, I was thinking off that recovery in the tunnel, they had 2 players go deep. Grumpiest was a kind of QBing back there, and 2 of his players just went deep into that bubble, and I was just thinking that's, you know, not the most open passing opportunity, but they still did manage to get it through. But we'll see if they can make those adjustments in the second round to buy them some easier offense. Of course, the defense from Jokr, no joke, to say the least, but.
Yeah, the Jokr's always a team that takes these risky passes and they get the high risk, high reward situation. They're always been that kind of team.
You saw it on that one right there. That was another long pass, and Shepard was able to recover that one. Of course, Jokr still got right back on the rebound. But that's kind of what I meant on the other end, where really long passes from the mid area into the bubble. Those are usually good to dive if you're in the goal or in the bubble area, instead of just kind of waiting for it to be caught. Now it's going to be shot and on the mark. Wow.
I saw him eyeing it, and I was like, I don't know. It was like, if he waits any longer, it's going to be caught. But he took the perfect angle off the backboard, the only chance he had, and it's going to seal that game out.
19-2. So Flair did avoid the mercy and managed to get on the board at the end. Maybe not the first round they wanted. Jokr just come with some fire, no doubt, all across the board. I mean, 7 apiece for Ryan Rhino and Rocktor, and 5 for Jaywalker. Kung, no points, but the 3 saves, and nice ones at that. So doing work on the defensive end. And that's just kind of the story of Jokr right now, is the evenly distributed teamwork on all ends of the floor. So many assists and saves and points, all distributed between the players, no one just doing it all by themselves.
And, you know, you saw, like, especially towards the end of the round, the pass is so fast and precise, accurate with Jokr. And I was kind of surprised. I mean, they're good players, but sometimes you play with these guys and you see them kind of take their time, maybe juke around people on the floor. You know, they have an odd play style that it's always tough to deal with. But that time they said, hey, open passes, we take them. And even if they were almost covered, you still like thread that needle. So that just proves how deadly Jokr can be. They can play the solo game, but then they can also punish you even if you're slightly out of range. You know, like you can be in the lane and they'll still sneak it by.
Well, you know they love playing the passing lanes when they're on defense as well, historically anyways. And yeah, they love going for it. But was definitely an impressive effort there from Jokr to open up. And you know what? You mentioned the accuracy on those passes. Not only that, but the speed, as the shot goes with speed, just dinging off the top and recollected there by Jaywalker. But if Jokr can add that kind of passing accuracy and with that kind of speed, that is just a new dangerous facet to their game, I must say.
An open net, and maybe for 3, he's gonna try to fade away. The defense was there. He was just off the mark. Who knows if that shot would have been saved because there was 2 defenders in the goal.
Yeah,
now
so Jaywalker,
the real offense,
is going to approach there and find Kung going for the goal, but no, into a crowd of people. It's Shepard who comes through with the glory on that save, the steal, the boost as well. The goal momentarily open, but now covered and closed. Off to Grumpiest Broom, trying to find some room. He won't. Instead, he's going to find a back line to Shepard. And Shepard, Voodoo, up top at that Merc area, and now he's going to make a slow approach. The long goal on, see that dive, nicely contesting at the very least, so he couldn't go forward with the disc. That's kind of what I was talking about as Chrome Platypus just toes the edge, and now Shepard being assisted by him for the 2. Good patience.
Yeah, you can already see a different game coming out from Flare, you know? It seems like the first round they're kind of very on the edge, and I know like Jokr's speed sometimes it catches you off guard and then you get into a state of panic. And I think that's what hit them in the first round. But now they've calmed down. They're getting used to Jokr's game. They're adjusting and almost adjusting to that interception. Just got lucky right there was Jokr. Now another interception. That one will go through for Flare. I think it's in a long clear down. It might bounce up favorably for them. Chrome probably going to reset this one because the lanes are covered. And it's hard to look. He didn't recover. He didn't backpass in time. And that's kind of what you fall victim to if you hesitate against Jokr.
They still do get the recollection at the very least, and are able to get that out of there back to the mid area. Now it's going to be recovered by Jokr. They're going to look for that ramp shot, of course, and now it's going to go off the backboard, rebounded. Grumpiest was there to contest, but it will still go in for Jay, slamming it right into the goal on the contested defense.
And I couldn't see like fast enough. Like he just grabbed the disc, he slapped it behind his head. I don't know if Grumpy was there. Maybe he got a grab or it just went off of his head. And just so close. Great effort by Grumpy though.
Yeah, great effort by Grumpy, and you know that's just how it's gonna go sometimes. It's gonna be Ryan Rhino though with that disc on that reception. Voodoo's gonna punch him out. Chrome Platypus getting the disc, eventually dodging around the defense, and Voodoo is going to actually have it knocked out of his hand, so Rocktor will get that, will reset that, and Kung on the retrievals, just camping out in the goal and finding a nice quick pass over to Ryan, who will take a quick shot. Now that is off the corner. Those are always dangerous. It's going to bounce out the bubble, though, and trying to recover one more time. Ryan Rhino right on line, uploading that shot for the 2, and the 2-point lead for Jokr.
14, 13, 12, 11,
That is gonna be a lead now, going to Jokr's favor. Flare.
Back and forth game. I like how it's just a completely different game, a much more accurate game representing 2 teams' skills. You know, I don't think that was a very good representation of Flare's, potential in that first round. A very good showing of what Jokr can do if you make a lot of mistakes, though.
Well, capitalizing on that one, just kind of whirling in. The defense was all around him, but not quite tight enough to close off the shot, so Ryan was able to get that one in for another 2 points. Flare is going to be on the joust here. They got that early 2-pointer, and seeing if they can come back with some more. Being just a bit bothered, I think, by the Jokr defense. You can see how quick they come off, and now Shepard actually got a really nice leech, a re-grab on the offensive rusher. But it's still going to result in a collection for Jokr regardless. So again, that defense, that joust defense, very strong today for Jokr.
And I like these passes that Jay took. You saw that he made a long self pass to hopefully defend himself. And even if he didn't get that, oh wow, an open net for Ryan, almost nailing it. Luckily, Flare gets another chance to hopefully, stop this bleeding. Jokr slowly putting the chokehold on them. With their defense, with their offense, it's just all over the field. And Joker's looking so strong right now.
Yeah, so right now we'll see how they adjust. Looks like kind of going for a semi-man marking type thing. Tempting to, but getting a little loose, so instead it's just going to be a nice slam dunk through that assist. We mentioned those quick ones, accurate ones. It got right into their hands. Quite frankly, it could have been a shot as well, but just the perfect positioning from Kung's teammates to do something with it one way or the other.
I do believe the goalie was stunned right there for flares, so it just allowed for easy crosses. I think maybe that might be.
Game on.
Oh, it looks like.
All right,
So it looks like he's gonna call
timeout.
Timeout at about
4:45. 4:45, yeah. 4:45, 8-2 Jokr.
So 4:45, 8-2.
Yeah, a little
Like
ping
Ryan
back to
having
the
a bit of a
teams.
tech issue.
Yeah.
Probably worth mentioning to just do it round by round from here on out, because I don't think we have a setting yet for like first game starts at this time and then next game will go into 10 minutes like standard. So no, we had that issue a couple of times before where we would try to make it all look good, but then the next two games we're gonna start at like 6 minutes, and it's like, whoa, that's not right.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get these rules all set. It looks like, yeah, they got the ping, so we got 4:45 at the very least. Quick reset. That was, yeah, teams get, just for those who don't know, one timeout per match that they can request, 5 minutes. So if those issues arise, it has to be between goals and things. But yeah, so we're good. VTS and saying they should add a pause and time adjust function on privates. Yeah, that would be very nice. I think, if we request it and if it's needed, I think that'd be a good thing to add. We saw them ready at dawn just add the very lovely VRML default rules as well as the mercy rules to private matches just in the hotfix earlier in the week. So that was really nice. So I think, as we continue on here, we figure out exactly different kind of things that we want and need. Have some good faith that Rad will do their thing, be pretty rad about it. But that would be a good tool for sure. Now, seems like, yeah, Ryan, I think it was Ryan having the issues. He was in momentarily, but he's backed out again. So that's not a good sign for Jokr. Hopefully they can fix that a little bit here. Ryan having some sort of headset or connection issues. And grumpiest. Why is Jokr and Flare? Get out of the chat. You have a game to play. If you have any complaints, compile and file. I'm just a caster. Anyway. So, Jokr and Flare, we're going to get back to it soon. Soon, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, either way, Joker having so many play styles and they're just so deadly all over the field. They always have a new bounce shot, pulling out of the bag, a new trick. So you never really know what to expect from them. And Flair, is a good team. I feel like they have a lot of set plays and organization. And sometimes that might hurt you against a team like Joker,
Orange
who's
team
just
ready.
unpredictable. I know another team that likes to be well thought out is probably Kango's. And it's great and all, but at the same time, I feel like with the game being 4v4, there's more like time or less time really to plan. You have to call more audibles. There's just so many more random things gonna happen whenever you add in that extra player.
Yeah, and speaking of Kangaroos real quick, we are going to be seeing them later tonight. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this match all week, as well as a lot of other people, I think. Be an interesting one. Kang versus Illuminati, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. I think that one's gonna be really good. I mean, just looking at the rosters and the way that Illuminati's been playing as of late, I'm hoping it'll be close, but I never want to do any caster's curse. I know we do a bunch of caster's curse like every stream. It happens.
Bound to happen, yeah.
but I really hope that it's as close as match as I hope and think it will be, because they're just those kinds of teams deserve nothing less than a real nail biter.
Yeah. And well, it looks like, I mean, currently both the teams are in. Their Joker's ready up. They're the ones who called the timeout. So the 5-minute limit is just about up. But again, Jokr is ready, so it's kind of on Flare. There you go, to ready up. So off we're gonna go. This is 8-2, still in favor of Jokr. This is the second round, and Jokr did take the first one as well.
Yeah, they're not out of it just yet. They just need to get some of these attacks going. You know, I think they had a good idea in that first score, or in the game before, when they got through. It's like getting through, but then it's like, what's your next move? Because if that defense gets back, then that forward pass is in danger.
And now another interception, a steal based off of their joust and their defense. Flare just unable to find those passes right now. It's going to result in an open shot. Now cannot be made. Ryan's still going to be there, as well as Jokr for Team Jokr. And Jokr are going to back pass it out again and again and find their patience, just dodging and ducking under. But no, nice read there from Grumpius. Kung trying to dodge out of the way, but Grumpius read that perfectly and is trying to read that shot as well. And on the recovery, it's Ryan Rhino in the nick of time. It's still taken back now by Voodoo, maybe just headbutted out of there. And now after that crazy sequence, it'll be cleared.
Yeah, always a tough situation whenever everybody gets stunned and the disc is right there. It's like, well, who's going to get it right after that? Luckily, it went into the favor of Jokr. Otherwise, Flare would have got a three-pointer out of that.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where you're just like, you got to bow down to the defense. Like, good job recollecting, but man, so frustrating if you're on the offense to see those just taken away from you at the last minute, thinking it's going in, then it's like,
Oh, wow, Kung with a nice quick shot back into the goal, but luckily Flare had a player ready for that shot. I think it was a little off the mark, but still, like, dangerous opportunities. Now that bounce going to be a little dangerous for Rocktor, but he gets
quick on the recovery.
Yeah,
like
great communication.
One stack got the disc, the other one kind of went to the goal post, the goal area. So the first stack just slapped it out of there, and then into there is Jokr getting the 2, put him up to 10-2. But yeah, I was saying, like, that first stack of Jokers, they got back really quickly after the clear, slapped it out because they knew the defense was approaching, presumably because the comms were coming out from their 2 at the goal post. And then right after the slap clear went, they got another boost from the goal post on that second attempt. So it's like a coordinated effort between all of those players involved, and that's kind of what makes them scary to deal with.
So now Flare are having a little train of their own, trying to use Joker's strat against them, but it looks like they might have lost it somewhere on the head.
The train got derailed. Dash. Sorry, I had to squeeze that in there because Chrome Platypus is going to take that now. But yeah, giving him a little bit back, and now on the attack with a punch, and Kung is going to send that through.
It's a great dive by the defense. And those kind of backboard passing and under the goal, like, if you don't dive on those immediately, your chance of getting scored on is so high. And Jokr almost trying to send a speedy one through there. They might get the recovery. I think this is what's been hurting Flare, is the fact that Joker's just so fast on these recoveries. As soon as they throw a pass, they're already chained. Like, they don't even look at it.
Oh yeah. I've noticed that for sure. Just so quick on the stack. The second that it's out of there, I don't even have to call it anymore because it's an inevitability, it seems, that Jokr is already going to be at the other side of the floor within 2 seconds off of a stack. So very impressive on the speed there. Trying to dodge out of the way, Rocktor finding a pass up front to Kung. Now at the barriers, Jokr trying to wind it down low instead and whirling and swirling, but nice grab from Grumpius Broom, not falling for any of the fashionable, stylish plays, and now going deep into that bubble. Grumpy, though, always a great defender with great hands. He knows how to collect that disc anytime it's in his general vicinity.
And although he got that great save, I mean, Jokr there again, and they beat him by a lot. Look, that's the first time players stepped on their field for that clear, like on their side of the pitch. But Kung now, almost a 1v1. Now it's going to be 1v2. Back to Kung, maybe. He's going to go back into the goal, and wow, what an angle for Kung.
That was really nice passing from Team Jokr there. And not only was it accurate, but you can see it was just soft enough. There was some stacks and boosted players coming in to defend that and try and cut off the lanes. But just quick handoff passes, soft enough to catch, and then just rolling it on in based off of that. That's kind of a hard thing sometimes for a lot of teams, a lot of players, is that you'll have those cross passes available, but when you're pressured by the defense, sometimes you can't help but just throw it way too strong, and then it'll just go bouncing everywhere.
Oh wow, what a pass from Rocktor, and this could be
Oh.
3, but the chain, Flare finally getting their chain down and getting the defense to work.
Nice speed
But
there
the
from Flare
recovery just
indeed.
wasn't.
And now
Oh wow,
one
and
more.
another snack from Grumpy, and this will close out the game. Unfortunately, Flare, although they were starting to catch up with those chains, looks like it was just too little too late.
And it will be a 12-2 win for Jokr in the second round. That will be their second win in total. Obviously, that restart, so it's not reflecting on the center of the scoreboard, but that was the second round, 12-2 in favor of Jokr, and we're still going to go to a third here for these two teams.
And it just hurts to see because Flare started off this game really strong. Like, they were getting their attack set up, and they were making Jokr's defense work. And then all it came down to was the recovery game. Like, Jokr always beating Flare to the disc, like by a landslide. It's just crazy how fast Jokr is, and like as soon as they think they maybe don't have a good reception, it's a chain.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's a great thing that to like put into your play style is like, hey, if we think that we're gonna miss this like long pass or even the short pass, just find a chain immediately, and you have already an advantage over the defense who is probably spread out. And they say, oh, they missed a pass, let's chain and go get it. The other guy is already chained.
Yeah. Oh, make no mistake though, as this disc actually gets knocked loose and taken there by Ryan Rhino. But make no mistake, Flare has really great defenders on their team, but it's like you said, the defense is kind of being undone by the recoveries by Jokr. And now trying to go in, and Jokr just whirling it in there, kind of winding up, threw a couple fakes, froze the defense, made the shot. Jokr doing what he does.
Yeah, it's so tough whenever you're beat to the disc right there, and it's a 1v1, and they have, you know, every surface, all the moves, and you're just there, the goalie. You just have to wait for it, and just be lucky at that point.
And
Although
again,
I think
just
Grumpy
quick
did
on
have a nice snag. Oh, nice pass through, but not making the reception. There's the recovery again, and this quick pass. A great communication from Jokr. I think that's something maybe we haven't stressed enough, is how good their communication must be, because they slap it, and the player is there, and they keep on going. It's just like that over and over again from Jokr.
So now Chrome Platypus will take over that disc, send it down the field, and it's going to be Jokr retrieving it. And again, just that recovery. We talk about it a lot, but you know, that speed is just something that Jokr, quite frankly, has always been known for. I know back in the previous seasons, back to 2018 and then the first half of 2019, in competitive play and scrims, Jokr was always looked at as one of those teams that, by all accounts, as a pass goes through here, Jokr gonna capitalize that for 2, but Jokr was looked at as kind of the EU team of North America in the sense that they were so quick. They, you know, played those boosting stacks and those boosting lanes and the clears and things like that so much, and their game was just kind of that sort of fast-paced style. And kind of on the other end, it was Backlash, who was looked at as the more NA-like team for EU, Ouroboros at the time. But yeah, so the fact that Jokr is actually not only still as fast as ever, faster than ever even, but now they're so much better and more accurate on those passes than ever, that just makes for a really, really dangerous combination, because now they're closing off like any potential weakness you could have ever pointed out. They're just coming back and showing that they have a complete game.
Yeah, now the defense, look at that. There's a chain for Jokr, and looks like they almost caught it, that interception, or at least the reception, but just missing the offender. It's going to allow Grumpy to pick up 2 more points for his team, which would be the first 2 points of this game. Hopefully they can pick up a winner, maybe show Jokr that, hey, they're a team that they came to play.
And we know Flare is more than capable. We've seen them last week. They had great success. We've seen them in scrims, and we know these players individually as well. They all are highly skilled, talented players. You know, Grumpiest Broom, again, he's one of those who's been around. Oh, it was a nice save there from Shepard. And I was going to say, Grumpiest Broom has been around as great defender. Shepard, great defender for multiple seasons, multiple years now. All these players, we know what they're capable of, and they're showing it right here.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Just unlucky on
You
some of
didn't
these
notice
recoveries, and, you know.
It was a great stun by Flare on the only guy that was going to go back to goal. but then there was a sneak from Jaywalker to stop that shot. And it's just those kinds of opportunities that like just come and go, and you're so frustrated because it's like that was it. That could have been my shot, but somebody just snuck up on me. Maybe a bit of a lack of communication. And Kung off of his head, and oh man, it looked like it kind of bounced off into where his arm would have been had it been like in a resting position. No, just unfortunate right there.
That was a good shot by Shepard, I believe. I don't know if you saw that. He came up on the barrier as well. He looked behind him. He's like, okay, yeah, there's no stack there yet. I have time. Then the second he turned it around, that stack was already on him. Just goes to show the speed, but a good shot there by Shepard. And maybe a steal here. Nope, by Voodoo, getting it stolen right back and slapped out of there. So Jokr recovering, looking for a lane. There is a defender there at goal. And now training and not gonna... Oh, boy.
Oh man, those are another ones that just hurt, and his subtlety chuckling to himself in the background.
Yeah. I was gonna say, not gonna be a fun time on that train, not a party train at all. I mean, for Jokr, I suppose, but you know, even that situation, it was a tied up game. They still went for the train anyway.
Yeah, you know they'll take any risky opportunity. Doesn't matter how like absurd it may be, they're gonna take it.
Yeah, I was talking about how they the old Jokr was more or less. What were you saying in the last round? As the shot goes through and just softly on through for Ryan, but
a nice angle for Ryan.
You're pointing out how throughout a lot of this match, Jokr is going for those extra passes, those sharp, accurate ones, and looking for that. But that doesn't mean that there's not still some of old Jokr left in there. They're still gonna go for the flashiness at times, but at the same time, they kind of do it in a smart way for a lot of these. Like, they're not... In that particular situation with the defense not really collapsed, it wasn't the worst idea to do, and it did pay off, so... Yeah.
I don't know, it seems like all the defenders are closing in, and nice pickup by Grumpy for a long shot. It might bounce wide, hopefully into the hands of a Flare player, because
not so
should
bad.
Be boosting.
But...
and they're not boosting.
But let me get back at you. You have to cut off the train early, not when they're already inside the bubble. So no. Anyways, going in to the tunnel, it's going to be recovered there by Chrome Platypus, and then sending that but into the hands of Ryan Rhino. He's going to grab that one, and then
Kung, they're going for another one.
They're gonna go for it again. But
don't
see, look,
do it. Don't let them do it. No.
The thing is, they stopped them on the outside of the bubble, which is what they needed to do. Exactly what I was talking about. Now it's going to be taken there by Ryan Rhino, but he's going to shoot that on a one-stun goalie, but Shepard was unstunned, so it will not be on that one. And going backboard, it will not be there either for Voodoo on the rebound. Trying to collect it for Flare, looking for a clear and boost. Kind of a little bit of a bounce off of and taken back instead by Rocktor. Rocktor is going to look for his lanes as Jokr tries to capitalize again on defense, or on offense.
Wide. But Kung's there for the recovery, and he might have this 1v2. Oh, wow, he slaps it in. I don't think he was even looking at that goal. It goes through two people. Wow. But yeah, you're right, Palidore. If you want to stop the train, you have to do it on the outside of the bubble. I mean, once they're inside, they can shoot it. So, like, even if they don't want to dunk it, it's still a big danger zone. Yeah. It's an angle that you're not really going to guess. It looks like there's going to be a rematch.
Maybe another issue of some sort. But... Oh, so maybe I'm being told Grumpy might have crashed? I'm not positive. Or at least threw out a headset. No, actually, Jokr also lost a player. Someone restarting. Either way, so another brief intermission here. And, no, I'm trying to listen to the players' convos right now. Now they're not talking. No, we'll see how this one unfolds. Communicate with them a little bit. We do have full players on both teams still. Jokr full team again. But yeah, so back to what we were talking about in that moment anyway. You can see how they converge on that train outside of the bubble. So even though they had a lot of trouble actually getting a stun or stealing the disc, they at least had enough time to contest it. Because that's the hard thing about that train is if you're, grabbing and you're anchored on your player and you're swirling around them, it's really hard to grab that player. So that's why you do need to stop it early. And the thing is, if you're playing tight enough defense, though, you also don't want to allow the train to even develop. That's the thing. If a train can develop like that way in the back line and work up to the front line, there's probably a miscommunication on defense somewhere. But they did a better job addressing it in the next plays.
And that's what, makes standing on the shield or even the torches, some of those areas that are just on the edge of the bubble
Yeah.
so strong. Like if you have somebody there ready, then you can at least knock the one guy who's guiding the train. As for the other guy, he's kind of stuck in midair. Oh.
What was said? I couldn't hear.
So it looks like there is an injury on the side of Flare. Sounds like a not good one, so they probably just gonna. Ouch. Okay, well, yeah, keep the stream muted for that one because that doesn't sound nice at all. Anyway,
Not so much. Well, so who's that? Grumpy, I guess.
Grumpy.
Hopefully he's okay and everything is Yep. Okay. Indeed. Sounds like not the nicest injury. Hopefully Grumpy is okay. Best wishes to him. There's a few minutes left on the clock, so it sounds like these teams are gonna play it out 4v3 for his last few minutes. Meanwhile, Grumpy addressing his
Blue team ready.
injury.
Round start.
So
Yeah.
best wishes to him, and we're gonna get started for the last few minutes of this round.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
Flare-
It's always unfortunate whenever you have any,
5, 4,
like injury. It's so hard whenever you don't have real vision around you. You only have your place-based boundaries, if anything. So now we're gonna start off. It's a split, playing 3v4 now. And almost getting a good attack in. It's a back cross. Okay, Chrome is just gonna barely miss that pass, but it was a nice attempt to cross it back for a back pass because that lane was being covered by Jokr, and now Shepard gonna try to just slap it forward and getting a bit of a wide shot in recovery from his own shot. Now 11-6 with 2:35 left in the game.
Doing it for Grumpy right there with that score. Some nice passing up the floor. Eventually got the possession right back in that tunnel and then found their stack, or their boost rather, for the shot. That was good. Efficient, especially for a three-man crew they're running right now for Flare. So Jokr is going to be on the offensive joust now and breaking up the backline boost. So now it's just going to be a slower approach, perhaps actually mishandling it, but now finally finding Kung. And Kung's going to have the one-on-one just dipping on in. Looks like Shepard had the grab, but Kung's still slinging it through.
14, 13,
Yeah, it's always tough whenever on your screen you see it like in your hand, or you thought it was like just there, but who knows if you miss like one frame and then suddenly it's in the goal. It's always a frustrating thing as a goalie.
So about a minute 40 left. And yeah, we kind of talked about that earlier, I think, with one of the streams, Tutorial or Dimwai, because we saw that happen a couple times on one of the European games, and those ones, as that shot just misses. But those ones are going to hurt a goalie because you feel like, man, I just made such a great grab, and then it's like, nope, not yours. Just kidding.
It looked like a nice headbutt from Rocktor to hopefully maintain possession, but Voodoo is there for the balance, and big clear almost misses, just barely misses the hands of Chrome Platypus, and Chrome will actually shake it, and Shepard picks it up for him, and now he has a cross to Voodoo, but Voodoo just behind the disc. He's going to try to pick it up. He's going to be contested immediately. Actually, he's not even going to get it because Ryan is such a great play. But it's not even Ryan that gets to the disc. It's a chain from Jokr, and Rocktor is going to seal it out. It's another 3. And this is probably where the game would just wind down, as we're going to have maybe around 38 seconds.
Yeah, winding down, 10-point lead for Jokr. Flare trying their best here with the one dropout for on their team. I mean, holding their own the best they can with the 3v3 in these last few minutes. Doing an admirable enough job. I mean, the passing's been nice. But instead just going to be taken back there actually by Kung. He's going to go for that bounce shot. Looks a little bit off, but maybe rebounded there by Ryan, who's going to make an attempt. Back it out, actually, and find Kung there. Maybe one more. The goalie's stunned. Looking for an anchor. Cannot make it, though.
And you saw those anchors, like, really favor Rampage. You remember the one matchup that Vlastro had like almost 3 from the edge of the bubble, like 1 on the snipers, or 2 on the snipers and 1 on the nest. And that's gonna be the game. Jokr gonna take it in 3. So sweeping Flare. Unfortunately, Grumpy having an injury doesn't sound pretty. So best wishes to him on his speedy recovery, and hopefully he can get back into the game soon. But before that, just hope that he's okay.
Yeah, we know how it gets really intense in these games sometimes. Not just emotionally, but physically, absolutely. So it's a lot of us, I think, over the years have had our share of injuries here and there, and it's definitely going to happen with Echo, but it's always unfortunate when it does. But yeah, it's kind of the unfortunate side effects of playing such a physical game. And like you said, we just hope that Grumpy is okay and he'll be back up in the game soon. But in the meantime, as you mentioned, Jokr will come away with that 3-game win. Not much in the way we can really say of stats. They got reset anyways, but we had a few resets, so can't really read off too much for you. But we do know that Jokr came ahead with a lot of speed in those first rounds. They were able to get recovery after recovery based on their stacks. We saw some good defense as well. A lot of saves, and on Flair's part, they had some nice brawling and some nice saves going on. But yeah, just at the end of the day, Jokr coming ahead there, showing that they have a really strong, complete game, showing off their passing game more often than maybe we're used to in the past, and doing it with efficiency and style.
Yeah, so I hope Flair can figure something out, because they do have another match scheduled tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I don't
It's,
know
against Ignite,
maybe,
I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really it would have been a very great game, but with Grumpy attending to his injury, I don't know if they're gonna try to shoot for a reschedule or find a sub. And I feel bad for Grumpy, because I think that would have been a very, very nice game.
Yeah, judging by the Discord, I won't detail all the things. You can read it for yourself. But it sounds like he might be out for this evening potentially. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, hopefully, if anyone here is listening on the substitute list for VRML, maybe Flair might be needing one in a little while. But for now, we are gonna take a bit of a break. About an hour from now, we have Jokr coming back with a match against Instinct. And then at 7 p.m. Central, it's going to be hopefully Flair versus Ignite, as well as Kangarillas versus Illuminati. Again, that's at 7 Central. So, little break for now. And we'll be back soon with some more streams. So, I've been Palidore. Dash, thanks for joining me kind of unexpectedly, but you came through. And so much for subtlety as well over on the cameras, killing it, I'm sure. He gave us a yeet. All right, well, that's been us here, VRML Preseason Week 2. We'll be back in an hour, and we'll see you.